Hey, welcome back to this Lebanon Girls Basketball Special Championship edition of YCN Sports Wrap. Thanks for keeping it right here. Well, before the break, we took a look at Lebanon's dominant regular season. So now let's move on to the playoffs. Lebanon's number 1 seed gave them a first-round bye and first put them up against the 8th-seeded Goffstown Grizzlies. Lebanon won this one easily, 62-42, as the Lady Raiders advanced into the semifinals, playing against the tough 4th-ranked Pelham Pythons. These two teams didn't match up during the regular season, but it was expected to be a very strong contest, as Pelham only lost 2 games on the year, and those were to the top-ranked teams. Let's now check out the semifinals to see who's advancing into the championship. This was a highly anticipated semifinal game between the top-ranked Lebanon Raiders and the 4th-ranked Pelham Pythons at Southern New Hampshire University. Both teams are known for their offenses, but Pelham even more so, as they've scored at least 52 points in every game except one during the regular season. But Lebanon's defense is very stingy, which was expected to match up well against the Pythons. The game started with a Pelham possession after Danielle Sirois won the opening tip-off. But Lily Schleiman's pass to Sirois was a bit too high as the ball went out of bounds. On Lebanon's first possession, Pelham played tight defense, and after a jump ball call, Lebanon's Madeline Hastings attempted to get her own rebound, but she knocked the ball out of bounds, giving it back to the Pythons. Pelham would open the scoring after Sarah Ratcliffe passed to Sirois, who turned and laid the ball in for 2. A few turnovers from both squads resulted in a 2-0 score for a few minutes, but then Ratcliffe managed to steal the ball from Lebanon, and in transition she passed to a driving Sirois, who again laid it in for 2. After a timeout, the Raiders first got on the board when Jocelyn Wainwright assisted Wright as she scored an easy layup. Solid defense from both teams made the first half a battle for points, but Pelham's Lily Schleiman extended her team's lead with a short jumper after Jillian Schwab made a nice inbounds pass. Anna Wolke soon scored a bucket for Leb after she made a nice move driving to the hoop. By the end of the first quarter, Pelham held a 4-point lead with a score of 10-6. In the second quarter, Lebanon's strong defense stole the show, as Pelham was held to just 5 points while the Raiders' offense stepped up, scoring 12. Here we see Anna Wolke making an impressive pass to Wainwright through the arms of Sirois, which led to an easy basket. Pelham was able to get those 2 points back on the following possession, with Sirois scoring over Wright after a dish from Pelham's Olivia Gagnon. Defense was crucial, as both offenses were kept in check with the score staying the same for minutes at a time. But Lebanon's Josephine Brown was eventually able to knock down a jumper off an assist from Madeline Hastings. And soon Wainwright drove to the basket for the and-one 3-point play.
Here's Wainwright going strong to the hole and the hoop and the harm.
Lebanon again played tight D and got the ball back. Wainwright found a well-defended Wright under the hoop, but nevertheless, Becky through traffic was able to turn, dribble, and just drop in an and-one layup to put her team up by 5 with less than a minute left in the half.
And a nice move. Rebecca Wright. What a move. Yeah.
The Pythons, however, cut the lead to 3 after Gagnon found a wide-open Lee for an easy layup. The Raiders would be stopped on the final play of the half and would go into the break up by 3 with a score of 18-15. To start the second half, the Pythons came out hot, with Gagnon knocking down a jumper and assisting Ava Owens with an easy bucket. Sirois also added another basket in the paint. Both teams struggled to score during the rest of the quarter, but Lebanon picked up 2 after Wainwright hit a jumper at the top of the key. With 10 seconds to go in the third, Sirois added 2 more off an inbounds pass from Jillian Schwab. The Raiders attempted another bucket at the end of the quarter, but were unable to score, so Lebanon took a 2-point lead into the final 8 minutes of play. Pelham again came out hot after they opened the fourth with a driving layup from Gagnon, which tied the game, but Wainwright canceled that out with her own jump shot from the wing. Sirois quickly retied the game after a nice move and hook shot, but then again Wainwright gave her team back the lead by faking out a couple of Pythons driving and laying it in for 2. On the following possession, Pelham's Lily Schleiman drilled the game's only 3-pointer, with the Pythons going up by 1. The Raiders would be stopped on their next drive, but solid defense allowed Leb to gain back possession, and Hastings in transition found Wright for a short jump shot. She sunk the open look and once again gave the lead back to Leb.
15-footer and Rebecca Wright.
With less than 2 minutes to play, Pelham was able to take a 2-point lead and had possession. If Lebanon wanted to win, they had to stop the Pythons' high-scoring offense, and they did, after Zoe Soul disrupted Schleiman's dribbling just enough for Pelham to turn the ball over.
And Zoe Soul, nice defensive effort, and they're going to say Lebanon basketball.
On Lebanon's next play, they smartly gave the ball to Wright, who was fouled. She hit both free throws in heart-pounding fashion, which tied the game at 35 apiece with a minute and a half remaining. Pelham, with a chance to go ahead, nearly took the lead when it looked like Owens had a clear path for a layup. But Lebanon's Maddie Hastings quickly moved to defend her and challenged the shot, which missed. Wright battled with Sorois and hauled in the vital rebound. Lebanon, now with the ball and with under 60 seconds remaining, again went to a cutting Wright, who was fouled in the act of shooting. Wright missed the first shot but hit the second, which gave the Raiders a 1-point advantage with 53 seconds left on the clock. The Pythons tried to pass the ball around to find the open look, but Lebanon's defense grinded and delayed. After nearly a full minute with the ball and a couple of out-of-bounds deflections, Pelham still hadn't scored, and with 4 seconds remaining, they were forced to inbounds under Lebanon's hoop. Schwab found Gagnon for a decent look, but her shot hit the side of the backboard, bounced around, and went out of bounds as time expired. Lebanon had won by a final score of 36-35, and they advanced into the Division II championship. Danielle Sorois was big for Pelham, leading her team with 14 points, 6 rebounds, and 4 blocks. Lebanon's leading scorer was freshman Rebecca Wright, who put in 16 with 4 boards. She also went 6 for 9 from the free throw line, scoring the tying, go-ahead, and winning points in the final minute of play. Jocelyn Wainwright also played a big role for Leb as she scored 12 points with 5 rebounds, 2 assists, and 3 steals. This game was so close that there were 7 different lead changes and 7 ties as the score went back and forth. Lebanon will face off against Hollis Brookline in the Raiders' 14th trip to a state final. Neither team shot very well, both shooting under 40%, but Lebanon did manage to take 18 free throws compared to Pelham's 6. The Raiders stayed perfect and improved to 21-0 on the year. We're going to take a quick commercial break, but when YCN Sports Wrap returns, we'll be moving on to the championship game between Lebanon and the Hollis Brookline Cavaliers. Don't go anywhere, we'll be right back.